Hi, I'm Marty Nemko. I want to talk with you today about why it's hard to be open-minded and if you want to change, what you might do. I want to start with a quote from Jonathan Haidt. He's a professor of ethical leadership at NYU. He writes, "Morality binds and blinds. It binds us into teams, but thereby makes us go blind to objective reality. Once they accept a particular narrative, they become blind to alternative moral worlds." Most people claim to be open-minded, or at least aspire to it, yet it's not so easy. How open are we all to really consider core views other than our own? A few examples: liberal versus conservative, religious versus atheist, or if you're in psychology, psychodynamic versus cognitive behavioral therapy. And some people don't want to be more open-minded, maybe because they enjoy the certitude of their rectitude, or because they feel they've sufficiently considered a given issue and don't want to spend more time on it. But if you might want to become more open-minded, the following may help. First, a couple of causes of closed-mindedness. One is your childhood bubble, the other is your adult bubble. First, looking at your childhood bubble. If your parents modeled rigid thinking, you're more likely to be that way. For example, if your parents took an extreme position and were impervious to even intelligent disagreement. And if you attended a school that attempted to inculcate a particular perspective and didn't welcome dissent, you're more likely to be closed-minded. Another way in which you're likely to have become closed-minded is your adult bubble. Birds of a feather have long flocked together, but it seems more so today. Polarization and antipathy to people who disagree seems stronger than I've seen in my entire lifetime. If only to gain approval and avoid discomforting contrary views, we tend to focus on what's confirmatory of our existing beliefs, what psychologists call commitment bias. Now let's turn to how to become more open-minded. If you care to become more open-minded, it should help to do one or more of the following. Seek out credible opposing views. In such conversations, feel free to respectfully disagree, but critically really listen open-mindedly to the response. In reading or watching something, similarly, really listen to the other viewpoint. Don't necessarily change your mind, but consider it fair-mindedly. Another way to become more open-minded is to make the best case you can for an opposing view. In conversation or in writing, make the best case you can for an opposing position. It's difficult, so take the time to be your most intelligent self and picture yourself debating the issue with someone who's even more intelligent. And the third and final way I want to share with you about how to become more open-minded is to attend talks or classes whose instructor has a different worldview. You can infer a lot about an instructor by reviewing a syllabus, the course blurb, require the class verb, the lecture verb, lecture blurb, required readings, or student reviews. In class or during office hours, do feel free to ask a question that respectfully reflects a different position than the instructors, and then consider the instructor's response in a statesmanlike way. The aforementioned Jonathan Haidt wrote that people have strong gut feelings about what's right and wrong, and they struggle to construct post hoc justifications for those feelings. Even when the servant, that is, reasoning, comes back empty-handed, the master, that is, intuition, doesn't change his judgment, end quote. It's hard to disagree that judgment should be based on full dimension, not narrow thinking. So, it's worth seeking out thoughtful disagreement, even with your core beliefs. That could benefit you, your loved ones, friends, and maybe even society. In any event, I do thank you for watching. I'm Marty Nemko. I welcome your thumbs up and accept your thumbs down. I always look forward to your comments, and especially like it if you hit the share button below. Share on your social media so that my efforts can have broader impact. And I am flattered if you choose to subscribe to my channel. In any event, I do thank you for watching. I am Marty Nemko.